Namaskar and hello.
Hi.
I'm very glad to present today's artist, Aditya Khandwe. How do you do, sir?
I'm glad that I'm a part of this program of yours. Thank you so much. I'm doing very well.
Okay, thank you. So, this is a project of Druna Star Fine Arts Academy. We are trying to create an archive of profiles of artists. Then it can be a painter, it can be a singer, it can be a ballet artist, it can be a person who is expert in cooking, or even a gymnast. But we are focusing on people who are stalwarts and even young achievers. So I realized that I know you well and you are one of the young achievers that I know. And this is how I thought that I can cover your profile, and fortunately you also agreed in a very short time.
That would be my pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah. So beginning with the interview, first thing I really want to know the native town that you hail from, on your mother's side, on your father's side, and the name of your parents.
Yeah. I basically hail from a small hamlet by the name of Paitul in Madhya Pradesh. But my grandparents had shifted down to Amravati near Nagpur in Vidarbha.
Okay.
So my parents basically hail from Amravati.
Okay, so you speak more of Hindi at home, or Marathi, or both of
I
the languages?
speak with all the male members in my family in Hindi and all female members in Marathi.
Okay.
That's how generally it is, but you know,
Uh-huh.
if we really have to have some serious conversation which involves everybody, then we speak it in Marathi.
Okay.
But
that's
now
nice.
being in Mumbai for so many years, now the Hindi has taken a backseat just a wee bit, and Marathi
But it
has.
happens since whenever you encounter other artists, you tend to speak in Hindi,
Yeah.
and you are comfortable also
Absolutely.
because that's like your first language.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Kindly tell me the names of your parents.
Yeah, my father is his name is Mohan Madhukar Khandwe, and
Okay.
he is a mechanical engineer from IISc Bangalore. He's
Okay.
done his masters from there.
Okay.
And my mother is Professor Vidya Khandwe, who also happens to be my first guru.
Okay.
I
That's nice.
started learning music from her, and she currently is teaching classical music under the aegis of Gwalior Gharana in
Okay.
Mumbai University.
Oh, that's nice. Okay. This is we had decided to keep this particular thing not like a Xerox copy of any other interview. So I really want to know what about grandparents? Were they into music and something like art and culture?
My grandparents weren't really into performing music, but yes, they still are great music enthusiasts. They just live in the flat by this building.
Okay.
And they've always seen to it, that I do good things in my music, and they used to appreciate it. They still do now.
Mm-hmm.
My grandfather and grandmom, both of them being well
This is your
above.
paternal?
Yeah, the paternal grandparents. Both of them being, quite above the age of 85, still come and attend my
So they are
concerts
quite
religiously.
mobile. Like
Yeah,
they
they're
go
pretty
there.
active.
Very
Yes.
active.
They're
Okay.
pretty active, and my maternal grandparents were into performing art. My maternal grandfather was a Dilruba player.
Oh, it's nice.
Yeah. and-
Because my guru, Sarlate Muktate Bhide,
Yeah.
their mother was very much a Dilruba player. They had a Dilruba at home. I think they've given it
Yes,
away.
yeah, they've given it away. Right. Manikta was telling me about
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Right. So he was a Dilruba player, and my nani
He
or
took
my
performance also.
No, I mean he doesn't
But
used to
he
perform,
was
but
good
he had
enough.
learned. Yeah, he learned enough, and in place like Vidarbha in Amravati, he was the only one who was really influenced because he was the Tahsildar of Amravati
And you
district.
have the Dilruba somewhere? Maintained and everything?
Yeah, it is still there at
Do
my.
you wish to get it and place it somewhere like a vintage thing?
I would, but my maternal uncle is not willing to give it away because that's one of the heritage things which he has,
Very
and
much.
these are one of my.
Have you
one of
asked
the-
your grandparent about the technique or something, or has he
Not
mentioned?
really, not really.
Would you
Because
like to?
yeah, because my maternal grandfather passed away
Oh.
pretty as soon as I was born, maybe a
Oh,
couple of
okay.
years
That is yes.
here and there. Yeah.
Mhm.
Probably that was the thing why I lost the chance of that. But music being in the family, my mom was also thoroughly into it, and Pandit Rajappa Pogje being one of his
Okay.
close bosom friends,
Uh-huh.
because he was the only one who could understand classical music and arrange concerts. He had arranged concerts in Amravati under the Sangeet Kalopasak Mandal for, like, you name the artists, he had them. Zakir Bhai,
I would
Sarpan
like to ask a
Dada.
question here, since I really want to go thinking about a little new, a very little new. I just want to know that, see, children do have memories, or as a grown-ups, we have some childhood memories. Some childhood memories are about, like we say, Kilkariya, Marna, and all those things. Not that. If you try to think, do you remember what is the first musical thing that came to you? Was it chirps? Was it something like waves, or was it like some kind of a tuneful instrument being played, or was it like someone humming, or was it your own mother like putting you to sleep, singing a lullaby? What is it?
First music
Because
which
one
had
would
come
like
to
to
me,
know.
as far as I remember, the first music which
And at
came
what
to me
age?
was like, it must have started when I was around 4, 3 and a half.
Okay. Was
4,
your mom
5.
like, I don't know, maybe we can say hummingbird, whole day she'll be humming and singing
No, not
nicely.
whole day, not whole day.
Something
really.
nice to you as a child.
But not the whole day, because it really looks little unlikely, humming the whole day, because then she also had to do other things. So whenever she used to do riyaz, I just used
So
to.
she always saw to it that
Yeah.
a serious thing comes to you rather than very lay and simple.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay.
I still remember I was just sitting,
So what was that?
and she finished her riyaz, and I literally copied her the
A
way
little
she.
you.
Yeah.
That is how old you were.
I was around 4 and a half or 5. I just started humming. I just, just for fun, I just sang it, and I said, "Gee, I can copy you." She just looked at me. She said, "This is serious stuff. You can do some good things with this." So she
And what
discussed.
kind of song, what it was?
No, it was just some Yaman Bandish, I believe.
So it must be some evening.
Yeah. She had just finished with some riyaz and some
So your
tabla
mom
player.
and you stick to this thing of singing ragas during that particular
Oh yes,
stay
absolutely.
at home also.
Yeah, of course.
So you
If I am doing
split
riyaz
your
in morning,
practice?
yes, I do. I tend to do practice before going to my workplace and then after coming back from my workplace. So I generally tend to have 2 different sets of rags which I tend
Oh,
to.
that's quite inspiring to the new generation. Okay, so that was your first memory. Then when did you start learning seriously?
Immediately
And what about
after
in
that.
school?
School, I was a hero. I was a celebrity in school already. I still remember. I studied in Parle Truck Vidyalaya.
No, but like little, like 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. I really want to know if was there some teacher who also was a good singer and you
No.
really admired her.
Not at all.
What
Not
about
at all. I
you
was a
participated
super
in
brat.
competitions and all those things?
That happened
What was your
later.
first prize as a child, and what kind of participation happened?
That happened a bit
What
later.
kind of were you participating in? Some solo singing, some group singing, some gathering. All that I want to know.
My first competition came to me when I was 12.
Okay, so a little.
Yeah, a little later, because my mom never wanted
But
me
that
to
was
perform.
again the serious stuff, not that just lakdi ki kati, nothing
No,
like
not
that.
at all. No, there was no lakdi ki kathi in my case,
Okay.
to be very honest.
Not at all. No
Not
kati
at all.
also.
No kati,
no
no lakdi.
kati, no lakdi.
Nothing of sorts.
Okay.
Plain simple, she straight away started with, I believe, Bhu.
Oh, she started teaching you bandish.
Yeah.
And then later
No,
on might have taught you about.
in
now
my
you do your
case,
surbha or whatever.
no, but in our case, it
Is this
was
with
like,
harmonium or tanpura?
no, with Tanpura, I never learned with
Uh-huh.
Tanpura. Never ever learned till now.
And what are the instruments that you had at that time? And
I
where
had
were you
tabla.
staying? Were you staying here?
No, I wasn't staying here. I was staying at Mahakali Caves Road at Takshila.
So you have shifted a couple of residences after that? How many?
Then I went to Pune to study.
Okay.
Then we came back to Mumbai.
Okay.
Then this
Okay,
became
okay.
my home since
Ha,
then.
ha, ha. So at that time you had a music room or a room where there were a couple of instruments, some
No.
tuned tanpura,
Never.
some tabla.
Tanpuras are already
How
always
many
tuned.
tanpuras you had?
One that time, because me and my mother's sur were the same.
Oh, that was something like Asia.
Asia.
Asia. Do you miss your childhood voice also?
Yeah,
Sometimes.
quite a bit. But there were also some not so fond memories, attached with it, because whenever I used to sing prayers in my school,
Oh.
all the newly joint faculties or some guests used to come and say, "तुमची मुलगी फार चांगली गाते हो," to my principal. Then she used to say, "मुलगी नहीं, मुलगा है तो."
Okay. Okay.
So I had a very feminine.
Mulgi from your school in that sense.
Yeah.
Okay. But then that you were disheartened.
Not really disheartened, but I
don't want to sound like a girl.
Yeah, exactly. Because I never wanted to sound feminine because I was a super brat in other things. Especially breaking chairs, doing all sorts
How
of
were you
fun.
in studies?
Studies, I was reasonably well.
Okay.
But
So you
apart
never
from
got a
studying,
scolding or you never did pranks?
no, I did
Nothing.
a lot of pranks.
So,
Lots and lots of
so we
pranks.
really want to know.
Yeah, but not the serious ones, of course.
No, kind of some prank which has really made people remember you, something like that.
It wasn't a prank actually. That you may say that prank, but it actually arose out of necessity. We were staying in Mahakali caves and this door suddenly got locked. And I was
The main
latch,
door?
yeah, the main door suddenly got
And
locked.
you all were in or out?
No, all of us were out and we were staying on fourth floor, I believe second or third floor.
Okay.
Third floor, yeah. I still remember, third floor.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had to climb up the balcony from the slab of the adjoining building. And then
And
I
be like a
climbed,
Superman.
yeah, and be like a Batman, not Superman.
Not Superman.
And then jump into my balcony because the balcony door was open fortunately.
So in case in future, like you are some big name, there will be like couple of perspectives and we can actually make a film on the pranks you
Not really,
to
because
practice.
I mean it wasn't out of
Because
prank.
we talk about Lord Krishna doing all these things and I think Yashoda Maiya was quite happy.
Yeah,
Okay.
but Lord Krishna is a big thing.
No, we really do not think, we always look at artists like, okay, Aditya Khanvi is a serious artist. We don't even dream that he might have done a prank kind of thing.
Actually, I'll tell you what, to be
Means
very
ha ek
honest,
shahana mulga ahe. That is what we
Yeah.
always look at.
I was always a Shana Mulga, I still am.
But you never created trouble for others in your pranks.
of course.
It was just a prank.
Yeah, it was just a prank.
Like
and
the
more
William and
importantly,
stories.
Yeah. And more importantly, it arose mostly out of adventure and not because of my naughtiness or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I was always
And you
adventurous.
never got beaten up along for your
Yeah,
pranks.
of course I did.
But that is from whom? Teachers.
No, not teachers. Teachers, of course, but at a later stage. But I also used to do quite a lot of mischief in class, and then my handbooks and calendars used to have those red remarks written by my teachers.
What kind of mischief?
Yeah, I was always talking in the class, eating chewing gums during the classes, standing out. So if I don't like somebody, I don't like somebody. Period.
Okay.
I was that bad.
Okay.
So I never-
no throwing
No, nothing.
airplanes.
No,
and
no, no.
No throwing ink on anyone.
No. I only.
No pricking anyone.
No, I only
Or
had.
sticking something below someone and some holy pranks. Nothing
No,
like that.
nothing like that.
Nothing like that. Usual simple
Yeah,
ones.
but generally holy prank. Actually, it was a prank, but that I did in my college.
What was that?
Yeah, he just threw eggs at people. That was the holy celebration we did. It was just like bang, 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 bang all the time.
So,
But it wasn't
the
a prank
pranks
as
were
such.
reduced over a period of time.
Yeah, I mean, as
And
soon
music
as-
took the main scene.
I think I was around 11 or 12.
And slowly music
Then
started
happened,
coming up,
yeah.
blossoming. Okay.
Actually, that also happened after I appeared for my first competition. I first participated
It's an
in.
inter-school thing.
No, it wasn't an inter-school thing. It was an open competition which is still held by the Sharda Sangeet Vidyalaya, which
Okay.
was the Vishnu Digambar Paluskar competitions.
Oh, so this was when you stayed at Andheri.
Yes, it was in the
Okay.
year
And you
1996.
remember the judges and
Yeah,
okay, what was the
Shivanand Patil was there,
okay.
Nisha
okay.
Parasnis.
Late Shivanand.
Yeah, late Pandit Shivanand Patil was there, Nisha Tai, Nisha Parasnis,
Mhm.
Karekar Mama, Prabhakar Karekar was there, and yeah, that was the first time. And
I just remember 2 days back listening to Madhu Milan Ataya of Prabhakar Parekar.
oh yeah,
Very well
yeah,
sung.
he's a great artist. I'm being his
And
fan.
people who accompany him like just think now today what Jod Rag or what tough rag is going to play and what am I going to do if I have not practiced. I think I'm a good player. What's going to happen? This is what everyone has in his mind. Of course, he always makes that person relaxed. That's that. Like Gorkatwa also used to say. Okay, so this is in the school gatherings. What was this?
School gathering, it was, I always
Let's
used
go
to
from
sing.
now till, let's say, till 12th or even till your TY. What all were the kinds?
Yeah, I'll tell you what. See, by the time I sang at DV, I mean, this Vishnu Digambar Baluskar competition, got the Vishnu Digambar Baluskar award.
And there was a cup
Yeah,
or
yeah.
a medal or a plate or what?
Yeah, it was just a trophy. What you say, some remembering this thing, souvenir kind of thing.
Okay.
First,
And
and
do they give
then
a cash
it
prize
also,
also?
yes. they
And
did.
what at that age does it make you very happy?
Not
Something.
really. Cash hardly mattered. Only winning mattered for me.
Okay, that's
I
nice.
always used to, sing to win.
Okay.
Because winning gave me such good pleasure. I mean, I never thought about the bigger picture of Indian classical music. So on and so forth. Till I was 11, it was just a game for me. Because lots of these MA students and all those MPhil students used to come to my mom to learn music. And then my mom used to just ask me, hey, just sing this phrase or just sing this the way I sing it. And I just used to do that, playing ball or something. Or either doing something else, switching off, playing with the fan, tuk tak 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 tak, and I just used
You
to
know, when
sing
you
it in a
mentioned
jiffy.
this, I remembered what Muktata used to say. They had been to Shastri Hall and she was saying, you all were standing and Zakir Tewa Laham Hota, she said. He was a small boy and he was playing with other kids. And there was some tabla jodis kept. And his father said, we sing, bache yahan to aao. Then he asked him to play. He's telling me, he just played, like, gammat. As he just played nicely, and he just gave a very cute look, and he just ran away. She's telling, so I just remembered.
Yeah, that's how it was in my case as well. I mean, all those MA students used to come to my mother, and she just used to say, "Hey, म्हणून दाखव बरं." And then she used to say, "एवढ्याशा पोराला हाफ चड्डीतल्या मुलाला म्हणतात आणि तुम्हाला
And you
म्हणताय."
just translate the whole thing.
Yeah, probably, he's just in his nappies and he could sing, and probably you cannot. So that shouldn't be the case. So
Oh,
that
that
was
should be
the favorite, scolding line which he had. But then, I also gave, apart from my competitions, I also was made to appear for examinations which were conducted by Gandhar Mahavidyalaya. I started with Prarambhik.
Okay.
And this was when I was in Nagpur. I also stayed there for some time till my 4th standard, I believe.
Okay. So you have given your first exam when you were little.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Second or
At a
third.
boy.
Yeah, at a boy, and it was done at Bhuti Sangeet Mahavidyalaya in Nagpur, which is like the prima donna place for classical music in Nagpur in those days. There have been great institutions, But it was a kind of music school apart from the university conducted courses which were.
No, but you mean to say there were different kinds of genres?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Of course.
So Indian, Western, whatever, Carnatic, everything.
No, not Carnatic, but
Okay.
Indian instrument, Indian vocal, dance as well.
Okay.
So
Okay.
like that it was.
Oh, so just.
It was a full-fledged
Apart from
institution.
vocal, have you dwelled into other things like something like holding a duff and trying to sing? Like
Never.
which, nothing else, tabla or anything else?
Tabla, I
Bit of-
learnt tal. I mean, learned.
To strike.
Yeah,
A bit.
learned the lay tattva of it from Pandit Suresh Tawalkar.
No, but you were playing actually,
No.
going to learn? No.
He actually refrained me from playing because for classical vocalists they say that when you play tabla, your vocal cords tend to strain because your shoulders are always like this.
Ha 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 ha.
Especially
Oh.
when you play
So that's-
dhita
yeah,
and
yeah.
ghe, dhir dhir, dhirkit,
Okay.
holes like that. It will always strain you. So that is why he always used to suggest me that you learn all the khekas and you tend to play that on the bayan.
When you said you never learned on a harmonium, I want to know, did you not have a harmonium at home?
No, we did have.
But then
We still
tuning the
have.
tanpura, and how did you do it here?
Tuning the tanpura.
basic note and tuning to the basic note. It must have been a well-tuned harmonium, of course.
Yeah, of course. That was the case, but I'll tell you what, I started tuning tanpura at quite a later stage.
Mm-hmm.
My mom never used to give me
Have you ever
tanpura.
asked your mom, like, now the tanpuras are quite expensive. Let's say when you saw a tanpura, have you ever asked her, okay, mom, this is a huge tanpura. What is the cost if I go and buy one for myself, something like that?
Never.
Or did you know at that time what was the range?
Yeah, I did know. It costed around what? Around one tanpura used to cost around 1000 to 2000 rupees.
That's it.
Yeah,
Okay.
in early 90s, which was
Because when I
quite
bought
high.
one, it was 800 from Haribhav
Yeah,
Restaurant.
so
Now
that
it
must
is
have
like
been, yeah.
you have to add, let's say 1 0 here and one this side.
Absolutely right.
18,000?
Absolutely
Something like
right.
that.
Yeah, 15, around 15 to 18
15,000.
Ks.
Okay. If it is a jodi, it must be expensive.
Around 50 Ks. It
Oh.
goes that high.
Okay.
But if it's a jodi,
to give a identical sound and to make it
Exactly.
resonate
resonate
very
identically
well.
as well.
Okay, okay. So then what about your contests? Like what happened in 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th? What was the scene?
Yeah,
like
then
in
I-
9th and 10th you were into books or
Not
very much
really.
into books and
Not
music?
really. I mean, nobody
And was it
pressurized
central
me.
board or what kind of a thing?
No, I was in SSC. I studied with Parletra Vidyalaya.
Yeah, and what other activities you did? Something like you were good at cartooning or painting?
No, I was good at playing badminton as well. I
Okay,
used
so
to play
have you
cricket.
pursued it?
Yes, I used to play for Andheri Sports Complex.
So that's how long you have done that?
I played there for like a couple of years maybe.
So that means that we do not have to look for a badminton coach. If we have to call you, you
No,
can
not
do this.
really. I've given up that.
Totally.
Yeah, yeah. But I still
Not
play
very happily?
badminton. No, not really, because I was then,
The same thing.
into
hectic and all
studies,
before
then my
balls.
schedule, then concerts, I had to
Okay.
run around
Okay.
places, traveling.
Okay.
Lot of
So this has begun from 11th, 12th concerts.
Concerts began much later. I was in my first year of BCom. Then I'm first year of graduation.
Okay.
That time it began. But yes, for prize distribution, whatever concerts happened, those small ones, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, that
Mhm.
happened since I was like 12.
Wondering.
I sang my first concert in front of Sangeet Martin, but he just went.
Ah, no, no, one thought comes in mind. See, every school has a competition, which perhaps during my days, there was no tabla and no harmonium, and they just keep a competition. And we used to think, okay, let me sing Pavan Divani Namani, someone will sing Bolare Papihara, someone will sing Kuku Boli Kuera. Just want to know, those kind of things happen in your, I mean, those kind of
Yeah,
concerts.
those
And
kind
what
of
would you say?
competitions. Yeah, those kinds of competition did happen. But
What would you say?
Parletra Vidyalaya always had a great inclination towards classical music,
And you
especially.
had a tabla player also.
Absolutely.
So he was employed or
Absolutely.
was
No, he wasn't employed. He always
Hired.
used to be one of the students.
one of the students?
One of the students who used to study with me. You also must have heard the name of Chirag Katti.
Yeah, very much.
Chirag Katti was my schoolmate.
Okay, yeah.
So we had that lineage of artists, you know,
Okay.
who are considerable names with me.
Yeah,
Yamachi
yeah,
was,
very much,
as you
very much.
rightly said. Chintan Katti, Chirag Katti,
Uh-huh.
Shreyas Ravi.
Who is the elder one?
Elder one is Chirag.
So they are both into different instruments?
No, both of them are into sitar and both studied in Parletra Vidyalaya.
Okay, okay. I've
Then
seen
there
one of
was
them
this
also
guy,
has,
Bharat Balwali.
long hair.
Yeah, that is Bharat Balwali.
Uh-huh. No,
Chirag has long hair,
I know
Chintan
Bharat
doesn't.
like since he was in 5th, so
Yeah. That time he came, yeah, he was little chubby. And he used to play harmonium with
No,
me
very
everywhere.
well, very
Yeah,
well.
he played everywhere with me in school competitions and
He was like some child prodigy, and I still remember he had a lovely voice also.
yeah, yeah. He
was
still
a
has a
great
lovely
Asha-
voice.
Yeah, but it has changed. But it was like he was a great fan of Asha Bhosle,
Yes.
I remember. And a very high pitched voice. And I had seen him because I knew Molkar Bua, so we used to be there. Okay, so this from FY you have started performing
Yeah,
outside.
yeah.
Okay, so
Full-fledged.
what happens to badminton and other things? They just
Yeah,
went
they
into
just
the back.
went into back, and I still used to play badminton, you know, because I still have friends who play badminton.
So no one dare come and challenge you. Okay, he is just a singer. That doesn't happen.
Actually, that shouldn't happen because my father always says that you should not just do one thing and get totally involved into it and ignore
What
all
other
of them.
small things you may be doing? Like suppose it is Diwali and you like to make torans and you make some lovely diyas and
No,
whatever,
not really.
rangoli,
No, I'm
whatever.
not that type.
What about drawing?
Seriously. Drawing I used to do, but that was only till my school.
Okay, are you good at like lectureship and
Yes.
speaking well?
Yes.
Are you a good orator?
Yeah.
So have you been good at all these competitions where you have to speak and just win the audience?
No, I never did
Debating and
elocutions.
all.
Yeah, I did elocutions, but in Marathi, of course.
And what were the subjects that really pulled you towards them? Like, suppose it is Hindi or English or any particular topic, and you just have to go and win the audience. What was that Something you remember?
Uh,
Just because it is connected with speech and you
no,
were good at
nothing
that.
much, nothing much. But
Yeah, all the teachers. Do you remember a particular teacher who is really in your heart now for various reasons?
I
From your
mean,
childhood till now.
all my teachers, I am indebted to them all through my life. All my school teachers, all my college lecturers. My college lecturers always knew the phone number of my house by heart.
Okay, that is nice.
Professor A.B. Deshpande, Dr. S.R. Kandalgaonkar from
Uh-huh,
BMCC, where I hail from.
So has anyone of those tried to come and deliberately meet you? Okay, we heard about you and I thought I should meet you in a concert or something.
They used to come to my concerts
Used
in
to come.
Pune.
Okay.
My entire staff, I could see them sitting right in the second row, so that they ensured that I am not bluffing and just bunking lectures for the sake of
So
just
what were
merrymaking.
your subjects during your?
My majors was in commerce.
Okay. So
During
that's
my
from 11th.
graduation. Yeah, no, that 11th, 12th it was science, and then I actually wanted to do engineering, but
So
then
that means you must be good in
Studies
good at
as
the
well.
maths and
Yeah,
science
yeah.
or whatever.
But then my Guruji Pandit Ratnakar Pai ji advised me to choose between the two of them. Either you sing or you do engineering. You can't do both.
Okay, so since we have finished with the school and college thing, now I would like to know, step by step, after your mom, when did you go to your first guru and what was the experience? Was it a Ganga Bandhan? What was it? Arey, ये तो बहुत कमाल का गाता है, something like that. What all those things I want to know? Your first guru, the next guru, at least the first time you went.
Yeah.
That's always something mesmerizing or something like you keep in your mind.
No, it wasn't
Small thing.
mesmerizing for me. It was totally intimidating for me.
Oh,
To be
okay.
very honest, because
So the
I
next
could.
one was?
Next one was Pandit Ratnakar Pai.
Okay,
because,
after your mom.
Yes, because till that time I had never come out of the cocoon of my mother.
Okay.
So that idea itself was a little difficult to digest for me at that time. And when
Before we shift to the next one, I just want to know, like one of your colleagues, I can say, he said, okay, I was a child, my uncle used to tune a tanpura and I was 6 and he used to give it to me and say, 15 minutes you're going to listen to this and 15 minutes you're going to say Omkar. So that I want to know that what was the way your mom made you practice?
no, that was never the way my mom made me
Nothing like
practice. No.
forcing to sing,
Not at all.
nothing like saying, no, daily you have to do this.
Not at all. Not
Okay.
at all.
And you all practice on your own.
Yeah, I know. I never practiced on my own. She hardly could make me sit for 15,
So you can
20
say you have
minutes.
a good musical aptitude.
Absolutely.
And
Because
maybe
whatever
good musical
difficult.
memory, grasping.
Yes. That was that.
Reciprocated.
Yes, that was the thing. Because she used to teach me rags and madhyalayas, which she used to teach those MA
Okay,
students.
okay.
And I just used to sing it in 15-20 minutes. Entire Rasta Yantra, all Arabs, all
So
Tans.
what
And I used to go away.
what about the Vilambit slow compositions? When must you
Vilambit
have
started when I was
That's from
9.
her?
Yeah, from her. It started when I was 9.
So the first one, which do you remember something?
It's difficult. I think it was Alhaiya Bilaval. Naiya Tha Gayi Briji Ke Basiya. It is in Tilwada Tha. Basically, my mother is a staunch follower of Gwalior Gharana. So my training started in Gwalior Gharana. So till I went to Pandit Ratnakar Pai, it was only Tilwada Jhumra ek tha.
What
And
about Drupad Damas? Something she taught you
yeah,
just because you
but
should
that
take
was
notes and
only
chauguns
but that was only for the sake of examination,
Exams.
which I used to give. But yes,
What are the
I
experiences in exams? Like somewhere you remember some examiner was so pleased with you.
no, never. They never react.
They don't react.
They don't react for obviously right reasons, but
Yeah. They don't
They-
show
yeah,
like
they
maybe
don't-
if you're good they don't show
Yeah,
and if you're
bad,
okay
even then
also
they don't
don't
show.
That's a good practice.
I mean.
Have you also been going as examiner?
No, I haven't.
Or would you like to?
Yeah, given a chance,
What
I
about
will.
going as judges for all these Xaviers and all these
I've never
contests?
been.
Okay.
I've never been.
Because they also have a serious bunch of students conducting such things. I didn't know IIT has such competitions.
Yeah. I still perform for IIT. I mean, IIT has archived a few of my recordings for research purposes.
Also, I was coming back to some of the Jod rags and the rags which are considered melodies which are considered very tough to sing. Some of them your mom only has taught you. I think I also heard something that you sang on Doordarshan, which was some Meera Mehra or something.
Yeah, right.
So
That was
such,
taught-
such and other ragas your mom has been teaching you.
No, My mom
was
did
that
not.
when you
Yeah,
went to
big, that was
Ratnakar?
at a very advanced stage of
So
my.
let's come to Pai sir, and now you can just tell me.
Yeah.
And what did you feel? Please tell us about what kind of
It was a
person-
different world.
Okay.
It was a different world, a different gharana, different aptitude, different thinking.
And what
And
was the first day? What happens when you
First day
you
I-
went with your mom?
Yeah, I went with my mom and I went to Paibua with my mom for like good first 6 to 8 months.
No, but the first
Yeah, for 6 to 8 months. I always asked my mom to accompany me because I was terribly intimidated with his looks and face in itself.
No, you mean to say when you went the first time, you repeatedly went with her.
Yeah, yeah.
But what
First
happens
day
when
my-
you went for the first time? What was the entire dialogue, whatever it was?
It was like Paibua just saw me. Oh,
Matlab, you ring the bell and you enter, and then what is the scene inside?
Yeah, I mean just the family
out of
members.
curiosity.
Yeah, family members sitting. It was a routine, normal kind of a setup.
Okay.
And I just went. I saw Paibua.
Did his
Did my-
living room have some lovely instruments and everything
No,
kept?
he had a different music room.
And just can you describe it? What kind of a room it was?
It was just a small room, a very intimate kind of a setup. It had all only Tanpura, like
So many of them?
Yeah, because even Ashwini Tai and Shalmali Tai, ladies also used to come to.
There may be about 10-12 Tanpuras.
Yeah, very easily.
And what else? Tablas.
Yeah, Tanpura, tabla, that's it. I
And,
never saw a harmonium in this place. Never
Or
ever
mandal
saw.
or anything?
No, nothing of such.
So
He hated
not
Sur
even-
Mandal
not
big
even
time.
any electronic gadgets. except
Electronic
tabla.
gadgets came much later. I mean, electronic
so what
gadgets.
year you went there? Did you say?
I was 13.
Oh, quite a little.
Yeah, I was 13 and Pandit Suresh Tawalkar suggested my mom to put me to Paibua.
Okay, okay.
Because he said his voice sounds exactly like Pandit Ratnakar Pai. For whatever reasons, I don't know, but I feel that
And did you know that?
No, I never knew.
And what happened when he heard you?
Uh,
Did he also react the
before
same
that
way?
before that I heard Pandit Ratnakar Pai at the Sharda Sangeet Sharda Mahotsav.
Mm-hmm.
Pandit Suresh Tawalkar was playing tabla with him
Mm-hmm.
and he sang Jaita Shri. I still
And you
remember.
must be wondering, okay, then it is true.
No, I just heard him and I could make one thing out and which was precise, that he was singing everything with such ease.
Mm-hmm.
And I was I was just totally hypnotic into whatever he was doing. I said, how can a person be so much at ease and sing such difficult phrases?
Mm-hmm.
This is insane. I just asked my mom, is he really singing or some record is playing? Because he's hardly moving, he was like this.
Oh, he had a particular way of sitting.
Yeah,
and
but
everything.
he was never like this and doing all hathware gestures and all hand
Okay.
gestures. So he was pretty easy, and somehow he had a very spiritual kind of a setup as far as music went. He never considered music as a thing of entertainment or as a thing of
co-curricular
travel.
activity.
No, it was never a co-curricular. It was a full-time,
Yeah,
serious activity for him, which needed to be learned and which had to be devoted some time in your life. And you cannot learn music unless you do that.
So you have been going to him individually.
Yes,
Okay, so that was like twice or thrice a week.
yes, 3 times a week.
Okay, and was it very far for him to go? Was it bad? I
No,
suppose?
no, he was at Borivali.
Oh, that's
National
far.
Park, Sri Krishna Nagar. So I used to travel by bus. There was a bus which
And
used
how
to.
was he to you? How did he deal with you? Like a boy or what?
Oh yeah, it was little different
If you
for
were
him.
good, he'll give you a nice chocolate, something.
No, that was that.
PlayStation.
That and all was done by Pai Kaku. Because she was so fond of me, so fond of me. She used to feed me fish,
She's living.
anything. Yeah, she's still living.
So she must be feeling like, let him come, let me do this, let him.
Yeah,
find
and
you a
actually,
dad.
I also got a chance to stay with him for like good couple of years
Mm-hmm.
and learn music right the way
And
it should be
going
done.
to your whatever college from that place.
Yeah, yeah. 11th,
Gurukul
yeah, 10th. As soon as I passed my 10,
Mm-hmm.
I started staying with him.
Otherwise, you are vegetarian. Yeah.
Yeah, at house I am a vegetarian, but since I was 1, I started eating fish.
Okay.
Yeah, but that was
Like
given
one
to
of
me.
my students said that the Matsya Avatar of Sri Krishna became very close to me.
Yeah, maybe I'm a fishitarian.
Okay.
An ardent vegetarian. So even he was an ardent vegetarian.
Okay.
So
Okay.
being a GSB, so that was the thing which was common amongst us. Rest I had to literally acquire everything from him. That was the biggest challenge for me because the pronunciation of notes itself changed.
Had he given you a tanpura, like you come and said, okay, now tune the tanpura, or did
No.
he tune and give it to you?
He always used to tune and give it to me, and probably I haven't seen somebody tuning as accurately as he used to do.
Okay.
With all due respect to all the artists, which were big names, still are big names, would be
And
big
very
names.
quickly? A very speedy way of
No,
tuning?
not very speedy, but very accurate. But it was not too late as well. I mean, very slow as well. It was medium. Especially the kind of tonal congruence which he could bring about in that jodi was phenomenal. I could just mesmerize looking at, hearing the tanpura. I said, how could you do that? And he could make differences even with probably one fraction of a frequency maybe. His ears were so trained.
Okay.
And he always used to say that Kumar Gandharv was also one of the artists who used to tune tanpuras really well. And he said probably in Devdhar school in those days, he was the one, Pandit Kumar Gandharv was the other one. And also Pandit Bhimsen Joshi used to tune tanpuras really well.
So then this was like on for how many years till he lived?
Yeah, till he lived.
I think he was very much into singing till his last.
Yeah, of course. I believe only last month or so he couldn't sing. That was it.
So how long was for how many years?
I learned from him for like good
Till what
9
year?
years. 9 years. Till my voice changing and everything happened, and then my voice settled. I mean, it goes to his
What
credit.
happens? This is one thing I've been asking all singers. Like, what do you feel when one of the singers said, I got up one day and my voice was sounding something else and I was scared. And what happens?
No, that's not how it
Wait, but
happens.
what was it with you? Like you got up and one day, okay, yesterday it was no, whatever, thin one, and today it is the broad one.
No,
something
it
like
didn't
that.
happen. It didn't happen like that with me. But yes, that phase was a bit longer for me. It took like good 6 years to get my voice back to
In
the
the
kind
sense
of
you are trying
text.
to say not a smooth voice, whatever
Yes.
you wish to have.
Yes, whatever I had in my childhood days,
Oh,
the kind of ease with which I could sing. Now I couldn't. After I started singing it, my tone changed. The forces itself changed. The force
for
with
a
which
while
I
the
could.
artist really gets disturbed. Is that so?
No, he doesn't get disturbed, but it becomes really difficult for him to pronounce those notes with that accuracy.
Okay.
Because if you listen to somebody in A sharp or A or maybe G sharp, the accuracy or the precision of notes is little more than you listen to other male artists. Because if you and me are singing together, let's say, if I am singing in, let's say, B sharp or D, I have sung the tar shadj and you singing the tar shadj, the frequency itself is different, and as the higher the frequency, the more accurate it is. Or the level of...
Originally a pitch which was D sharp. So recently I have started doing my Sur Bhanag in D sharp.
So that's how it is.
Yeah, but above the Tar Shadja at 4:12 in the morning when I sit, it really, at that time it doesn't go easily. In the course of the day, maybe I can sing the Gandhar Madhyam Bachcha, whatever. But that's just because I want to keep my range, I'm doing it. Otherwise I sing in Asia.
So that's how it was
So
for
you want
me.
to say it's like poles apart. These two things, two people are singing. It would sound different.
Yeah, it
And
would
you are
not.
saying
It
it
would
about
not.
your own voice.
Yeah.
That this was what you
Absolutely.
were singing and this you're comparing with your own
The
voice.
before and after thing was opposite in my case. Before it was good, after it went, not it wasn't so good. But one thing was pretty obvious that my guru my parents, all of them were really persistent with me. That
Mhm.
no, you have the aptitude, you can do it.
Mhm.
Don't give it up.
Mm-hmm. No, but I don't think that give it up would have ever come into your
Yeah,
mind.
of course it did. It was that bad. You could imagine for me, who used to sing in Safed Saat or even Kalipaj, let's say A sharp.
Huh.
My range was in C, that's Safedik, what we call, was the Mandra Dhaivat in Mandra Saptak and Pancham in Madhya Saptak.
Oh.
That was my range. And I just used to do my Bhairav ka paltas when I used to come to Pandit Ratnakar Pai,
Mm-hmm.
Pai Guruji, as we used to call it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Then that made you feel bad. Why I can't do this?
no, it
The
never
tempo-
made me felt bad.
Tempo also had become slower. I
Yes, yes. It never felt me bad, but
think. Did you feel it is practicing a lot must have caused this something?
No, not really. Not really.
So then you kept a gap, or you started doing some memes, or you thought, let me do it aram se and
No.
see what happens.
I never did it in my case. It was always my gurus who asked me to do a certain set of exercises and I did that.
Then
So
everything
it was
getting
always
okay,
under the
better.
supervision of my guru. Whatever happened, especially with this voice changing thing, it was always under the supervision of my guru. So I absolutely remember what all happened with me and how it was taken care of.
So in 5 to 6 years, slowly it settled down.
It settled down to D sharp then.
Okay.
Then it went to Safed Ek, then Safed Ek se it came to Kali, C sharp. Then it went to D, then at D sharp. Even at D sharp, he said, you will not sing for at least couple of years. I need to make you smoothen your voice. Because your voice is not mulayam as he used to
Okay.
use the terminology. Mulayam nahi hai.
हाँ.
Mulayam nahi hai. So that mulayampan has to come, or that smoothness has to be in the
Till
voice.
then you have to be at D and not D sharp.
No, I was at D sharp because my range also needed to be developed in D sharp. All the entire three
But
octaves.
that difference can be, one can make out. Like if someone sings a particular composition in 4 pitches, like C, C sharp, D, D sharp, that which is his pitch, that he thinks,
Yes,
at that place it sounds the richest.
yes, absolutely.
So for you, how it would have been? Did you think that though Guruji is saying maybe this sounds better or that? You
No.
never thought. You just
No.
thought like he is great. Let him say.
No,
he is
it's
right.
not like he is great. I just thought that he knows
He
some
knows what
things.
is right for me.
He knows what is right and what is wrong. More importantly, he knows what he is doing
Okay.
with me.
Mm-hmm.
So I had full faith in him.
So when did that happen? That now it is Mulayam.
I guess when I was around 21.
But then you were still singing.
Yeah.
Okay, just that.
But then,
you-
like for
he
good
was
6,
not
7
very
years.
much satisfied. But then you
Yeah.
were singing good. And
But I
he
was
said-
only singing in Guru Purnimas.
Okay.
The lay aspect of it in my music was always there. But
Uh-huh.
in terms of Surilapan, I wasn't really there. What it takes. So Guru Purnima to Guru Purnima, and there were other artists who were taking care or who were really curious about my growth. I could name a few. Dr. Ashwini Bide Deshpande was always really keen on what am I doing or my musical whereabouts, growths, etc.
I also remember I heard you like when I thought maybe you were already singing here and there, but I heard you at Baja Gaja with that semi-circle
Yeah.
was sitting and you sang some tappa which was very tayar. Before or after that I don't remember, but was it at Ratnakar Paisa's whatever, after he passed away there was a
Yeah, that was the same year.
so
That was the same year.
same year.
Yeah.
Was it 12?
Yes, 2012. No.
No, but
No.
if I compare the smaller version I heard at Pune, and that was very attractive, छोटा सा, cute सा, बहुत प्यारा सा, बहुत तैयार, that way. And the lengthy concert I heard over there, I still remember. I think you were in some T-shirt, whatever, red or whatever, and sitting, listening, and then after some time, I said, where did this boy go? And then you went inside. Either it was red or it was yellow.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but something. And I was just mentioning this yesterday. He's a simple boy. I said, he listens, this way he listens. And then suddenly he knows, abhi mera concert hai. Then he goes, he dresses, he comes and sits. Like some boa, I said.
That's how I,
Uh-huh.
like to keep things little simpler.
I mean, one wouldn't even know that now this is going to be the next artist.
Yeah.
So I think that is the reason I could actually ask you, at whatever places I met you, I thought that okay, he doesn't show airs. Normally, what my father says that okay, कलावंताची तारीफ तोंडावर करू नये, but then it's okay. I just said it. Okay, so what are the major okay, you have also learned from other gurus.
Yes.
You mentioned that, and
Yes.
was it parallelly? When
Yes.
Pai sir,
Yes. When Pai sir was alive, he wanted me to learn some finer nuances of Gwalior Gharana from Pandit Yashwant Bua Joshi. And Pandit Yashwant Bua Joshi and Pandit Ratnakar Pai, both of them were close bosom friends since their childhood.
what about Dhondutai Kulkarni?
Dhondutai Kulkarni happened much later.
But then every time I want to know the first entry.
Yeah.
What was the day and what all
My
happened?
mom was learning from Pandit Yashwant Bua Joshi.
Really, but still, when you go in, what happens? Like you go in much like a child. That's
Yeah,
why.
I just used to go there and I just used to listen to what this guy is doing. And I believe he was in his late 60s when I heard him first.
He also had he had a good smile, but he was a very serious person. At least he appeared.
Yeah, but when it came to singing, he was so robust and ballistic at times, especially his stans and the rhythmic patterns which he could, manifest out of nowhere.
And again, I want to ask you about his music group.
Yeah, it was a
And
small
what a
music
feeling!
group.
What feeling it gave?
Yeah, it gave feeling of hardships typically because Pandit Ratnakar Pai was pretty well off, but Pandit Yashwant Bua Joshi wasn't, sadly. He just used to live
So
in a one-room.
Ratnakar sir also did some job
Yes.
privately. What was that?
He was a chief accountant in Cadbury's, I believe. I am not remembering the name of the companies. The company he worked exactly. Probably you could get that from internet.
No, that was just
But he was a Signamite and then came back. Was always into music. Still was teaching, was performing parallelly with his job. But that thing he imbibed in me as well. Music is such a thing which you cannot rely upon for your livelihood. Once you do that, you have to compromise on a lot of things. Are you really willing to do that? I said no. Because looking at you, the efforts you have taken to acquire that art, learn that art, practice it, sharpen it, skill development, so on and so forth. Are you really willing to compromise? If you are not willing to compromise, then do some job, some fallback, and focus on bettering your skills as a musician.
Yeah,
And then when
very
you
much.
perform what you want to perform, others will automatically listen to you. They have to, because this is something really rare and really unique which you're
It's
doing.
actually true, isn't it?
Really rare and really unique, and there are very few people
Who will bluntly tell
yeah,
this?
or probably there are very few people who can actually match your skills there.
True.
That has to be the and then you compete with your own self.
And who are the instrumentalists you always felt comfortable with? Like who are growing along with you? Like you said, the Kattis, both the brothers,
Yeah.
and then let's say Bharat, and let's say.
There were a lot of
you
people.
were gathering around and practicing, like say once
I
in,
also
in
saw
15 days or
yeah,
something like that.
But I also saw some senior guys with practicing with us or practicing in front of me. Omkar Dadarkar is also another name which I could remember of. I remember Omkar Dada coming to Yashwant Bua Joshi like a young boy, just come out of junior college or maybe just come out of school and then started learning from him. I heard first time Omkar Dada, now Pandit Omkar Dadarkar, when I was around 10, maybe 10 or
Are you
11.
also into singing other, like what all you really love to sing? Whatever comes under Khayal, that is there.
Yeah.
You can say anything, like let's say whatever the tals, then the bada khyals, and
Yeah,
chota
but I
khyals, and
also
whatever
sing
trivarts
variety.
and ragmalas,
Yes,
all
yes,
those things.
Yes, yes.
Chatarangs.
Tappas is another liking of mine.
And is anyone doing this like singing not just Thai antara but a couple of antaras of a Chota Khyal. Does anyone
Yeah,
do that still?
some older bandishes are there. You find people like Pandit L.K. Pandit.
That they'll sing
recites
another
and-
antara
Yes.
and another antara after that. Okay.
But only if that bandish has been composed with 2 antaras or 3.
Acha.
Otherwise not.
And what other forms you really sing? Like, what will be the repertoire if you are giving a concert?
Yeah, if I'm giving a
And if you're given
concert,
a choice, like, if people say we want to hear what you are, so if it is a not just let's imagine it's not a 3-hour concert, it's more than that.
then probably I would sing Khayal predominantly.
Yeah, I really want to know the kinds of again what comes under the khayal thing. Whatever
Khayal,
is
yeah.
also under that.
Basically, what I perform
Yeah, that kind of
mostly
thing.
is I perform Khayal on a few occasions. I have performed Tab Khayal as well.
Okay.
Because the situation demanded, so I was doing a series on Gwalior Gharana, for which I had to learn Tab Khayal, so I could perform that. Then I also sing Tabba. Along with it, Banarsi Thumri, which my mother taught me, because she was also a disciple of Pandit Raja Bhagwat, who was in turn a disciple of Rasulan Bai, which is a big name in
Yes, it is.
Thumri. So that is why from my mom I got that Turam.
When did you start singing? Again, it was the same thing that she has sung and you just picked up.
Yeah, it was like that.
Okay, and then she was very surprised. Okay, even this and this that way.
Actually, Jasraj ji once just told me, ये बच्चा कुछ कर सकता है शायद, and that really instigated
What
me.
are trophies that you might have got, like from your mom? Something went very well and she gave you something.
No, she never. It's very difficult to convince my mom.
Okay.
She's still
Or
not.
please her.
Yeah, she's still not said wow.
But in terms of maturity, like both of you are singing somewhere for a concert and you have still realized, ki, okay, in front of her, I still feel like a child.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Always.
Okay.
Because even in Talim, she always has something better than what I could sing or what I could even
That's
imagine.
what even my guru used to say, that if you hear Manik Tai and Ashwini Tai, you can still say she's the guru, you can make out when it's going on.
Yeah,
at the
because
same
class is permanent. Right? Form may or may not be temporary.
So then slowly let's move to we still have to talk about the music room. It showed hardships. What about Dundu Tai? Because she must have
Dundu
same thing
Tai
again,
is-
the first visit and the music room.
Yeah, actually
How did it
this
feel?
was little later in my life.